Good evening, folks. It's Diamond with the Oppenheimer Ranch Project and Magnetic Reversal News, bringing you a grand solar minimum update Tuesday, September 10th, 11 p.m. Mountain Time, 2019. The GFS model is showing epic amounts of snow falling in the first week of September in 10 states in the U.S. And take a look at Quebec and eastern Canada. We have snow on the models in Vermont, New Hampshire, Maine, upstate New York, Colorado, Utah, Wyoming, Idaho, Washington, Montana, as well as Alberta, British Columbia, and Washington State. Do you think that any of the major media outlets will report on any of this snow? Starting September 9th, 10th, and 11th in Wyoming, Colorado, and Utah, followed by a secondary system coming in from British Columbia into Alberta, and then adding insult to injury to the snow in the Rocky Mountains, and then heads up Eastern Canada. It could be an early season start. 16 inches predicted, 16 inches predicted in 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 states in the U.S., 1, 2, 3 provinces in Canada. I know, it's crazy. The phi angle is in the 180 zone, so we're in a seismic risk period. Seismic update. No quakes of note yet, but we're waiting for boom time. So keep calm and dab, because you know where you're at, the effing awesome classroom. It snowed in Utah today, kids. See the photos everyone's sharing online. There they are. That's one of them. Someone tell me the weather at Bald Mountain Pass in Dutch-Sins County, that it's still summer, and it's a bummer. I just made that up. It's not Dutch-Sins, but it's Dutch-Sins. It's close to that. But it was snowing there, and it's a summer snow. Thunder and hailstorms also hit northern Utah, as well as, well, slightly pregnant weather ladies. Take a look at the hail. Not only did they have snow in the high country, they had extreme weather in the Cache Valley. Huge hailstones hitting the house so hard, they thought the windows would break. And they would if they hit the windows. And that's tonight's first boom to knowledge. That's what happens when hail that size hits windows. I just erased the video. Man, I hate it when a plan doesn't come together like that. Colorado weather, first snow possible Wednesday night in northern mountains. Look at the daytime temps. And it's going to snow? Is Al Gore a ho-ho-ho? Denver, CBS 4. A late summer storm system will impact Colorado's weather on Wednesday with a chance for snow and thunderstorms as the cold air sweeps into the region. If the precipitation can last long enough, well, we know that's always everybody's problem. It may change to snow in the highest elevations along and north of Interstate 70 by Wednesday night. Is that Steamboat Springs? Now, I had to actually load this video for like 10 hours. So let's see how well it does. Quarter-size hail pelts northern Utah. This is after Utah is one of the first areas to get blanketed in summer snow. A hailstorm pelted parts of northern Utah Tuesday, September 10th, the National Weather Service said. This video shows hail falling and accumulating in the yard of a home in North Logan, Utah, as someone repeatedly yells, "Ow." So we're going to let this parse up, and here it comes. Like your bums. Oh, my God. I got to turn the audio on. You got to listen to this. Ow! Ow! Oh, my God! Holy macaroni! Ow! 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 The hell down. Good stuff.
I think
Whoa.
when people say that they're a
That's not.
prepper,
We're
they have
not
this
watching
image
that.
of a
Just disregard that. Don't even look at that. Excellent footage of that hail and owls. Colorado weather, first snow possible Wednesday night in the northern mountains. Let's check out the GFS models with you live. These are not schmodels, these are models. This is all the mathematical snowfall potential. Just laying it down. Downtown Leroy Brown. Look at how it grows. First snow event is supposed to hit as far as Colorado. We're talking this week. Oh my God, look at that. That's your now through Thursday. So we're going to see some snow accumulating in the higher elevations of Wyoming, some areas of Utah, and a little tippy touch in Colorado and southern Montana. Secondary system moves into British Columbia, which pummels Alberta and then brings all that moisture down into our area. And it's going to get scarier. This is an early start to the winter because it's still summer. And we're looking at all this snow in the first week of fall, which could be a bummer. Crop loss, failure, and the reduction of those crops that are still in the ground that they're claiming that are viable could come to an end with this cold weather moving across North America like this early. So it's getting a little squirrely, and not a single media source is going to be informing you about this type of weather that's forecast in the high country, which is going to make it just above freezing below that where the growing zones are, which doesn't mean that means nothing will grow there, by the way. Getting aid to Bahamas is a logistical nightmare as support systems do not exist. Well, I'll tell you what the problem is here. And if you read the article, it says there's no place to put the shit when they bring it out here. Well, have you ever seen like a millionaire's wedding or anyone's wedding? They can literally put up a tent the size of a football field in 2 hours. Why don't you hire some of those crews? How about you get some aircraft? Have you ever heard of the Cajun Navy? I guarantee they would be able to get food and resources out to these regions immediately. I would kayak shit out there. You people are frauds. We can't get people out there. It's been days. We don't even know how to use a boat or an airplane. It's so confusing. We never even heard of a tent. We don't know what to do. You guys are all flux. I guess you'll all have to leave the island, and then we'll just have to own it. You've all been psychic for 9 hours, so you all know exactly what I just told you. KP has been at zero. Cosmic rays have been penetrating onto the earth through your bodies and creating evolution. Do you feel evolved? You will when the giant earthquake hits, as the phi angle hits 180 and rain continues to rain down on the ranch. Seismic update, no quakes of note yet. We have a 5.6 in the Philippines kicking off, as well as a rumbling group over the last 24 hours. We have some interesting activity out here in Rachel and Austin, Nevada. Carlin deposit much, and then we have this sweeping ridge of major activity over here by Sitka, which is a volcano. It's insano. We're waiting for the big one. Could happen in the next 24 hours as rain increases on my roof. Volcanic activity does not. Ducono just puffing barely to 6,000 feet. Popo, though, the talk of the town in Volcanoville, puffing to 20,000, 24,000, 23,000 feet on 3 separate occasions in the last 24 hours. That's a puff, puff, pass, and a boom. Holy macaroni. Listen to that rain kicking up. We love it. U.S. Census Bureau reports poverty rate down, but millions are poor. Al Gore's yeah, you know him. The truth about electric eels has long been overlooked. Now, they're not even eels, for God's sake. They're lungfish. Similar to snakehead, these freaky mother prove that the earth and the universe is electric. Hello. Human body's electric. Almost 70% water. It's a dielectric. You're an electrochemical bag of... Anyway, I digress. The truth about the eels is that there's actually 3 different species of these electric eels. Not just one, and we're learning more and more about them. One of them is amazingly shocking, and let's move on. Frozen dragon of the north wind was one of the largest animals ever to fly, and it's a pterosaur. Now, this is called Cryodracon boreas, and that's the genus and species. Now, Cryodracons genus literally means frozen dragon. They don't know what color it was, but they gave it a little Canadian flair here. Now, this baby had the potential wingspan of almost 40 feet, but due to the size of its legs and neck, spent a lot of time on the ground walking around. This is an ancient chicken. Chicken licking. But the only way that these pterosaurs could have even existed, now new research has shown that Cryodracon is a previously unknown species of pterosaur, first found in Canada. And the fossils include leg, necks, and a rib, and part of the wings. It belonged to the Azhdarchid family of pterosaur, known as having long necks. And there's one of the bones right there, right in your face. Cryodracon was carnivorous, feasting on a diet of mammals, lizards, and baby dinosaurs, and algors. And even though they had the wing capacity to fly across oceans, the fossil record shows they stuck close to inland environments because it was biologically prolific with plenty of food. And they need to go far. Har har. And it's a really cool discovery because not only can 37-foot wingspan creatures of this magnitude not fly in our current cosmosphere, but they basically prove that we have to rework all of geologic history as of now. To get a 40-foot wingspan on a creature that weighs hundreds of pounds, maybe even 1,000. Currently, using Newtonian mechanics and physics, that animal would never fly. So what you have to do is either reduce gravity by 3 times or change something else. And I believe this is... Did you know that you're an electromagnet, and so are all creatures? We're emanating fields from our head and our butts, similar to the dipole of a planet. But I digress, and we will move on. Rare micro-harvest full moon set for Friday the 13th, the day after Leah and I move into our new house, which no one will ever know where it is. CBS local skywatchers rejoice. Friday the 13th is your lucky day as a rare harvest moon will appear across the United States. The harvest moon, which is the full moon nearest the start of fall, or the autumnal equinox, which this year takes place on September 23rd. Have you heard? Will be happening on Friday the 13th. The full moon anyway. The rare micro moon will be worthy of hallucinogenic fungi. And it's quite rare for the whole United States to experience a full moon on Friday the 13th, which is superstitiously known as an unlucky day. The last time it happened was October 13th of 2000. Yes. Right after Y2K when nothing happened. And if you missed this one, you'll have to wait nearly 3 decades for it to happen again in 2049, when the entire population of the planet will be dead, except a few lucky people underground eating each other. You hear that rain? Cosmic ray flux much, shooting stars to light up the night sky, and stunning Draconid meteor shower. Hours of power of the Draconid meteor shower coming soon to a sky near you. A spectacular meteor shower is set to light up the night sky in the coming weeks. Here's all you need to know about the Draconids, one of the greatest shooting star shows of the year. Are you queer? The Draconid meteor shower is also known as the Geocobanids, but no one has ever said that but Diamond, and takes place between October 6th and 10th, which is just a tippy touch into the freeze season here where I live. October 4th is my guess. It peaks on October 8th. And if you don't have those little tiny hallucinogenic fungi, well, all you need to do is go out and look up, and you will experience some of the same visuals as those people are experiencing right now. This year, the meteor shower is in outburst and could deliver 40 to 50 meteors per hour. However, the full moon is expected to put a slight damper on the light show by making the night sky too bright for the shooting stars to be seen. So it's just a dream. And they're luring you into the false sense. Hey, have you heard about the Inland Northwest Permaculture Guild? Neither have I until someone emailed me the information, which I can now share to thousands of people tonight. Vending, camping, organic, non-GMO food, which means micronutrients, health, and well-being for everyone who goes to there. Live music, daily drum circles, children's activities, and stretching, including yoga. Hello! Hot Springs Family Convergence. If you have a family and you want to converge on some hot springs and you live in the Montana area, it doesn't get any easier than September 19th through the 22nd. It's a barter fair. That means you bring stuff you have too much of and you get stuff you need. Also a skill share. Learn stuff you don't know. Permaculture workshops, organic soils, fertilizers, herbalism, food forests, mushrooms, propagation techniques, fermentation, homesteading, raw food. It's hands-on, folks. If you can't take this kind of information, well, then you can't take any. Pack it in, pack it out. No drugs, alcohol, or pets. Oh, that sucks. Well, this is for a limited group of people that want to have a limited amount of fun with no pets and no weed. Good luck. Permaculture Soil Science and Solutions encourages pets and weed in copious amounts. We just broke $10,000 tonight. I cannot thank you guys enough. If you are subscribers to the channel, if you got involved with Matt, it looks like we might hit a stretch goal. Matt and I might go on a tour. We're going to be doing videos. And even if we don't, kudos to Matt Powers on one of his most successful Kickstarters of his entire life. This is like his 10th or 20th book. It's unimportant. But the amount of people that this genius has impacted is unprecedented. Tens of thousands of people learning the most important information that they could possibly glean in their life. How to be abundant. Less work, more return, better food, safer food, more micronutrients, less doctor visits. Hello? Learn how to grow soil, and the food is free. Trust me. Get involved in Matt's new Kickstarter as little as $5. You can do it for $1. I recommend like the $48 level. You get both the ebook, the hard copy book, and a bunch of other stuff. Plus, it's going to get us closer to that stretch goal where Matt and I actually do a tour in the U.S., and it would be awesome. Those of you that have supported the 107 backers, I know a bunch of you are from the Oppenheimer Ranch Project. Thank you. I cannot thank you enough. Simply because Matt needs money. He has a family. He has kids. He has a over 100-acre permaculture farm he just got gifted to him that has epic amounts of work. You do not know how much work farming is until you start farming. Are you farming? I doubt it. But those of you that are enjoy the farming we're doing and also the video presentations, we're talking about our Patreons. Know that if you're getting involved as a new Patreon, you're not just helping the Oppenheimer Ranch Project and the message that we're sending out there. You're helping each and every one of the people we interview, because that is our mantra here. We can't keep what we have unless we give it away. Once we give it away and it's abundance for everyone, then the gifts come back to us tenfold, which is why we have over a dozen people we support with your donations. We support the Ice Age Farmer, Adapt 2030, 1000 Frolly, Ditranium, Tropical Tidbits, Aaron and Melissa Dykes, Lee Wheelbarger over at the Electric Blue Solar Yacht. We kick him in $2 a month to his Patreon. Maverick Star Reload is getting $3. Greg J Channel, $5 a month. Matt Powers, $5 a month. Jill Elizabeth gets a little touch. The Watchers, people we've used in the past. And we are currently associate directors over at the Thunderbolts Project at $25 a month. So your dollars not only help us here at the ranch, but they help many other channels that we support every single month, and we thank you for your help. Now, Before we end tonight, I want to teach you about growing a living playhouse for your kids. It's simple. Let your children watch the walls grow and eat from them while they're inside it. Now, according to this article, it's difficult to get many children outside these days because of all of the electronic distractions inside. The only problem with that is it's a hermetically sealed, hellacious environment with no vitamin D production and no contact with the soil, micronutrients, and microbes, which keeps humans healthy, wealthy, and wise. Get your kids out in the dirt, eating some dirt. We need that to happen now. And here are some easy ways to get that happening now. The runner bean teepee. Just 8 or 10 sticks tied together with a net and plant the runner beans around it. Works perfect for zones 6 through 9. You can plant them right now. It'll work all winter. How about some small bamboo shoots and some string if you're on a shoestring budget? This is like $5. A $2 pack of seeds makes it to 7, and within 3 or 4 months after next spring, your children will have the pimpinest fort on the planet, which is edible. Think about it. Think outside of the box. Integrate your changing lifestyle with your children's. It's important to teach our children the keys to abundance in the future, a future that is looking bleak as recession sets in, and this infrastructure that has been set up to crumble will crumble before your very lives. Proper prior planning prevents piss poor performance during the crumble cake. It's boom time, kids. Keep calm. Thank you to all of our one-time donors, all of our Patreons. Your money helps us support other independent, yes, sources like the Oppenheimer Ranch Project, like Adapt 2030, like Aaron and Melissa Dykes, and other important independent media sources that are actually doing research and giving us facts that we cannot get from the mainstream. We love each and every one of you. Keep calm. It's boom time. Be safe. We love you.